Alright. Hello, losers. Can you hear me here? Am I auditoriable? Is that the word for it? Can you hear me? Little quiet. Okay, what if I get up close like this and I talk like this? No? I just moved the microphone closer to me. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you need a real life solution rather than a settings solution. What's with all the bombs? What's with the bombs that have landed in Bikini Bottom? Real life does suck. I'm making a movie about how real life sucks, actually. Actually, I would say it's more so a movie about how the internet sucks. It's kind of both. You know, most of the stuff I make, or the stuff I want to make, is very fantastical. Like, you know, I've got this idea for, like, a short film where, like, it takes place in an alternate universe where there was this utopia created because the B-movie, like, enlightened people, and, like, Jerry Seinfeld is, like, real upset about this, and he wants to, like, revert humanity to the way it was before, and, like, everyone's wearing, like, bee costumes, and they've got, like, a substance called royal jelly that turns people into bees, and, you know, that's, like, one of the ideas I have for a short film. And it's pretty crazy, pretty insane, you know? But there's also, like, and then also there's, like, Quest for the Crystal Potato, which is obviously crazy because it's called Quest for the Crystal Potato. And that's inherently very silly. Nice. I'm gonna go to the Poseidon. I mean, Quest for the Crystal Potato is like a live-action cartoon, basically. Oh, wow.
I've got nerves of steel and muscles of sand.
I don't know, SpongeBob. Your arms are kind of weak. Wow. It does kind of sound like BoJack Horseman. You know, back in the 90s, Seinfeld was in a very famous TV show. SpongeBob Square Guy. Wow. It's a giraffe? I don't know about that, Patrick. Oh boy. This was rather abrupt that I'm in this situation now. Sandy, what has gotten into her?
Fresh like a spring breeze.
She's gonna kill me. Oh no. I don't even know what part of her to attack. The tail, maybe? The tail looks pretty weird.
Left itself vulnerable.
Where am I supposed to hit when it's vulnerable? Oh my gosh.
Feel like a new sponge.
SpongeBob has an opening, but will he get
Oh, I did it.
Great Barrier Reef.
Great Barrier Reef.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
SpongeBob has an opening, but will he get the drop on the
Cool.
robot? Now the robot's taking a beating out there.
Based and sponge filled.
Oh, that's gotta sting.
Is this gonna be like a 3 hits and you win type of thing? Like every boss battle in every platformer ever, and every Zelda game also.
I guess
Wow, I died.
that way.
Okay, wait for the bounce. I'll bounce your mom. Got him.
Like a new sponge.
I'm not very good at video games. I think that's been established. Wow. In my many years of streaming, I think it's been established that I am just not good at streaming. Or I mean, I'm not good at playing video games. Historically, it's been the funny jokes that have gotten people to watch me, or the good makeup that I put on, also. But I got no webcam today. Wow. So it's Patrick's turn now? Bounce and throw the head. Okay. I'm trying to remember the controls here.
Patrick's just getting too close to that metal monster.
Okay, okay, I'm learning. I'm remembering how to play.
The old clothesline move.
Wow.
Looks like Patrick has a
Okay,
big
and how do I...
opportunity here.
Okay, pick up. Can I throw it then? No, that's not what I wanted to do.
What a shocking
There we go.
by Patrick.
That worked.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right. Ooh, close
Ouch.
encounters of the painful
That's
kind.
much better.
Is that not what I was supposed to do?
Losing its head.
Yeah, that's,
Nice flying,
you know, very far in the past for me. The
Where's a whistle?
initial transition or whatever. Now I've come full circle. I'm doing a short film where
Patrick
I
has a big opportunity here.
play a male character.
Wow. I've never seen such an electrifying match.
It's gonna be very interesting.
Your turn, SpongeBob.
So I gotta do it again? As SpongeBob now? Wow. Ouch. And I'm all out of underwear too. Didn't restock me at all. Oh man. I wasn't ready for that because I haven't played this this level. I didn't know that would kill me. I am not playing a male character ever because I am a girl. That has not been my reality for many a year. I can't let her kill me.
There's the robot vulnerability. Let's see if SpongeBob goes
The
for
robot vulnerability. Okay, okay. I forget how to do that.
it. Oh, that's
I haven't played this game in too long. How do I go up again? Is it E? Yes, E. Okay.
Ow!
I'm gonna die.
SpongeBob won't be winning that way.
I'm gonna die and start over. Am I on the third level again? What? How did she hurt me there?
Fresh like a spring breeze.
This is completely unfair. Krusty Krab unfair.
Clothesline move.
How? Mr. Krabs is in there. Plotting his oppression, manning the concessions.
That's a bubble bash opportunity if ever I've seen one.
There we go.
Cut.
That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like a new sponge.
There's the robot's vulnerability. Let's see if SpongeBob goes for it.
Of course I'm gonna go for it. Why wouldn't I?
This match is just
Are you
about
kidding me?
over.
Can you imagine if I didn't go for it?
Won't be winning that way.
Oh, she's gonna do that thing again. I don't know if I can handle this. I can't, apparently. I suck at commentary during boss battles. Do you know how hard it is to do commentary during a boss battle?
Bubble bash opportunity if ever I've seen one.
It's very difficult. Wow.
That was quite a battle.
Poseidon is very happy.
One, Johnny. It's a new power, the Bubble Bowl. But wait,
Wow.
there's more. A golden spatula, and that's not
And that's not all.
$5.32 to Dean's Little Shop of Dried Fish Flakes and Flowers.
Oh, thank you. It all means so much.
This is just like reality TV.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Oh, SpongeBob.
But not here. We just wax the floors.
Wow. I love SpongeBob. I love this wonderful little sponge creature.
Hey, Plankton.
You know, he's
Yes, what is it?
he's canonically asexual, and I think that's special, you
I
know.
was just wondering why all the robots seem to be coming from inside. the
Oh,
chum bucket.
SpongeBob has figured it out.
Have they? I really haven't noticed.
Yeah. And then there's that big flashing neon sign that says Robot Headquarters.
Well, that would do it, wouldn't it?
SpongeBob, I'm your friend, right?
Right? Is he?
No, not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Exactly,
not
and
really.
as your non-friend, I worry about you. Like right now, you're
Sorry, my
thinking too
commentary
much.
might be a
I worry
little
you might
lacking
really hurt
today.
yourself.
I'm out of practice, first of all, and
Tell you
also,
what I'm gonna
I'm
do.
tired.
I'm gonna think for you. This way you won't hurt yourself.
Yeah,
And
there
can
you go.
Just keep working on getting me into the jump
Just
bucket.
have other people think for you.
Thanks, Plankton. You're the best non-friend a friend could have. No more thinking for me.
I'm sorry, but isn't F for friends who do stuff together? Wouldn't that make them friends? No more thinking. Alright. So there's the tree dome.
Let me
it looks
teach
like.
you how to bowl a bubble. Press this button and you'll bowl a bubble that can knock down robots from a safe distance.
Okay.
Wow!
That sounds fun.
Remember though, the bubble bowl only works on things that are close to the ground.
Press this button, SpongeBob.
Got it.
What does that mean in the world of Bikini Bottom? What button is he pushing? Wow.
It shines.
That's a cool power. I can appreciate that. I can get behind that. Watch this, watch this.
I love opening presents.
Strike! That's more of a baseball thing, I guess. You're out. Can you imagine if the umpire got that excited about a walk?
Roll, roll, roll the sponge.
Ball four! This is fun. More games need a mode where you could just roll around in a ball, go in circles, and like Sonic, you know, like Sonic the Hedgehog. That little blue guy that rolls around in a little circle. You ever heard of him? So I guess we gotta go to the chum bucket, huh? But we don't have enough golden spatulas yet. This is the Bikini Bottom Police Department. Never known that to be an element in the SpongeBob SquarePants television program. Oh, I see. These are all the different robots plus Plankton. Plankton's the best. Wow. So what do you think is the point of this room then? Is it just the database, the robot viewer here? You know, I've been working on videos recently, and I do think that this is the robot viewer, yeah. I do think that I'm gonna start making videos pretty soon here, in the sense that like I keep half making a video and then going, nah, I don't like this one, and then I cancel it. But I'm getting awfully close. I've been kind of joking with people that the most recent like real video that I made was January 20th, 2021, the day Biden was inaugurated. And so I've been joking with people like, maybe there's a curse where I can't upload while Biden is president. You know, and the second he's not president anymore, I'm just gonna be able to do whatever I want. I need more golden spatulas. Okay.
There's nothing like the smell of
I'll be able
bubbles
to
in the
make
morning.
any video I
Smells
want.
like victory.
Thanks, Obama. Well, I could make videos when... I made plenty of videos when Obama was president. I mean, my B-movie meme came out when Obama was president. And, like, the first 2 seasons of Quest, also. I don't know where I'm supposed to go exactly. Into the tree dome, perhaps?
Sandy, your tree dome is
Oh.
leaking.
Oh no. He looks horrifying. That looks so uncomfortable. That does not look good for SpongeBob. I gotta say.
Robots busted up the glass, SpongeBob. I got a treehouse chock full of robots, and it's all your fault. So get in there and clean up your mess.
That would probably be very bad for Sandy if the tree dome just broke. You know, you would think that she would make it very, you know, remarkably sturdy. Wait, what? Did I cancel it somehow? I think I canceled it somehow.
Stop your yapping and let's...
Yeah, I pushed the exit level button.
Tartar sauce.
Wow.
Stop your...
I think this is a challenge. Folks, I think this is some kind of challenge. Where I'm weakened because I have, you know, no water.
Just met the
No oxygen. Okay. So I gotta destroy these duplicator-inators in order to get rid of the... Wow! I almost got it. I didn't do too bad. I'll try that again, because I think I'm capable. I'm a remarkable individual. I'm capable of doing things like destroying robots. I could destroy all the robots I wanted to if I really put my mind to it, I think. And I'm gonna prove that. I'm gonna prove that I can destroy any robots I aspire to. Have you ever aspired to destroy robots? Hello, I'm Ellers, and I today want to talk to you about an amazing opportunity to destroy all the robots in the universe. Wow. Wow. Did I win? No, I didn't win. There's still this guy left.
Alrighty then. That's much.
Ah.
I suppose you'll be needing this more than me.
Is she gonna give me a golden spatula? Yes, she is. And SpongeBob still looks horrifying. Well, let's look around. Can we go inside the tree? I always wanted to go inside the tree. It's kind of an underexplored Bikini Bottom locale is inside the tree. But I guess I can't go in there.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
I was hoping that would be a sprint, but it's a tiptoe instead. Can I run on this? No, I can't. Tragic. But yeah, I've got a lot of videos that I'm, like, very close on. I also have a project that I'm working on that's kind of different. That is, it's a separate channel. I've been describing it to people as, like, my cash grab channel. Because I feel like kind of a lot of the main projects that I've been working on have no chance of, like, being marketable to, what's the word for it? To sponsors, you know? A lot of the projects I'm working on, kind of on my main channel, are, like, a little too abstract and a little too, like, indulgent of my own desires and stuff. So I think they wouldn't really do well with, like, sponsors, so I decided to create this kind of channel where my face never shows up and it's just kind of a anonymous thing. The premise of that is that it's going to be sea creatures in Atlantis that are just talking about movies and TV and, you know, stuff like that, and it's just kind of a channel where they talk about media told from the perspective of sea creatures. And it's pretty simple, but that's because, you know, it's it could be simple. You know, it should be kind of generic, I think, so that it's kind of inoffensive and easy to what's the word? It's easy to you know, make anything out of it. What do fish know? Well, these are intelligent fish.
Wow! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy! My heroes! Hit me with a water ball.
Remember, they live in Atlantis, so they have access to magic technology that allows them to watch movies and get on the internet and stuff.
We're retired.
Is that the TV repairman?
That is not Mermaid Man's voice actor.
No, it's that excited sponge kid again.
Oh, are you sure he can't fix the TV?
Wow.
Mermaid Man, 'twould be my greatest honor to fix
Twould.
your television.
He said the word "twould." I don't think that's a real word.
Hey, sponge kid, you really want to help out?
Oh boy, would I!
Okay then, but lighten up a bit on the
Twould.
enthusiasm, huh? You're making my bowels act up. We've got a little problem with some robots down in the Mermalair. Are you
The
sure you're up for this
Mermalair?
task?
Absolutely, Barnacle Boy!
Well, go over to the couch to access the Mermalair. We'll meet you down there.
Is it pudding night yet?
Wow. Is this the couch? Is this gonna activate the Mermalair? What are these tikis doing
There's
inside
nothing like the smell of bubbles
Shady
in the
Shoals?
morning. Smells like victory. I love opening presents.
Streaming is quite fun, but it's been a while since I've done it, so I'm sorry if I'm a little boring. I'm very self-conscious of how boring streams can get. You like streaming? I like streaming too. I just haven't really done it a whole lot the past while here. I'm supposed to activate it with this? Uh-huh. Oh, that's how I do it, okay. This is kind of horrifying. The audio is very uncanny. The conversations in the background. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We're in the Mermalair now.
My size.
There's robots down here.
Right.
Okay, that's not how that works apparently.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle
SpongeBob is
Boy.
very excited to see his idol.
You shouldn't sneak up on Mermaid Man like that. His heart's
I
not so
don't
good.
don't know if I would
Come
call
to think
that
of it,
sneaking
nothing
up
on
so
him is that
much.
good anymore.
Sorry, Mermaid Man. It's just that I'm always so excited to see you.
I ought to
two.
take better
Standing
care of my
here with
health
some
so that I
presents
don't
gives me
end
the
up
chills
like
of justice.
Mermaid
See?
Man here.
I've got goosebumps on my goosebumps on my goosebumps on my goosebumps on my...
All right, kid. Knock it off. Just tell us what you want.
Well, I really want a new pair of sunglasses. Patrick sat on my old ones.
Does SpongeBob ever wear sunglasses?
That's not what I meant.
I don't know about that. Maybe sometimes he does.
Actually,
I don't know if I've
it's
ever...
a good thing you showed up.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I got nothing to
Sponge
talk
of
about here.
goodness.
It is?
It is?
Yes.
A bunch of evil robots.
Evil robots have taken over.
They should have gotten a better
Mermaid
voice
security
actor to be
system.
Mermaid Man.
It's up to you to shut it down and stop them.
Sounds like they got like knockoff Justin Roiland and they were like, hey, knock off Justin Roiland, do your best Mermaid Man impression. And then he like phoned it in, you know? That's what it
Why
sounds like to
him?
me.
We're perfectly capable superheroes.
Because it's Thursday, and we have a whole bunch of doctor's appointments.
They're humans, aren't they? How did they get down here?
Fish sticks. I forgot.
And why are they animated also?
Go talk to the
Like in
Mermalaire
SpongeBob,
computer in the next room. She'll
In
tell you
SpongeBob,
what
all
to
the
do.
humans are live action except for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
I accept this awesome responsibility, Mermaid Man. You won't be disappointed. Shamed, maybe, but not disappointed.
He's just there.
To the doctor's
Sponge Boy.
office. Away!
This is such a bad Mermaid Man impression. Very unfortunate.
It's not just any sponge, it's Super Sponge.
Yeah, but they are...
Right.
They do get animated if they dry out, though.
Take
Uh,
that!
if they dry out, they turn into like a lifelike sponge and crab and starfish.
Oh, sparkly!
Wow, Tom Kenny, you've outdone yourself. Oh, I see. I got a bowl. You ready for this? Dun 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 dun. Nope, that didn't work. Huh. Wow.
As long as these pants are square,
Perhaps
and
I
this
am a
sponge is
failure.
Bob, I will not let Bikini Bottom down.
But you know who is ready? SpongeBob. SpongeBob is always ready. That's his catchphrase. He says, "I'm ready."
There's nothing like the
Oh, you can
smell
like
of
charge
sponge
it
in the
up. I
morning.
see.
Smells like victory.
There we go. That's better. Don't we see that's better? I know it's better.
I get it.
You know, something I was, interested in hearing about today. Oh boy. Look at this guy. Holding up a sponge. Oh. He just killed that sponge. That sponge was inanimate for whatever reason. I know this game has like a pretty sizable speedrunning community. Wow, this is not good. Oh! He's gonna fly away on his hat, huh? I didn't know that was physically possible. They're very creative at the, Sponge Boy Ahoy headquarters. Is this a switch that I can actually pull, or is it just decoration? It's just decoration, I think.
I love opening presents.
Okay, let's try this. Nope, that didn't do anything. What does this say here? I see. Well, it doesn't seem to work so much, does it? There we go. Guess I just had to... Yeah, it looked like it was potentially a dead body. SpongeBob is not a normal sponge, I would think, because how is he sentient? Like, it doesn't make sense that he can walk around and talk, because sponges can't do that. And you know that Steven Hillenburg knows that sponges can't do that. So you gotta wonder, like, why can SpongeBob do that? And his family can do it
Feel like a new
too.
sponge.
Must be a whole species of sponge-like creatures. Yeah, maybe he forgot. Maybe that's the explanation. Is he just I forgot. I didn't remember. Sponge can't talk?
Squidward, am I happy to see you? And not just the kind of happy you feel in the front of your knees, but the kind of happy you feel in the back of your elbow. Oh, you'll never believe
What
what's
does
been
that
happening.
mean? Did Tom Kenny just like improv that? That doesn't make any sense.
By the geriatric duo. Those two old coots sent me in to get updated with the Murmalair computer.
They sent Squidward in? What does he have to do with any of this?
But since you're here now, I'll let you do it.
I'm picking apart the game logic like Map Hat here. Except I'm doing a much worse job of it.
I mean, please. Would it kill them to lay down a few throw rugs? And all this wasted space? How did those two old fogies make all this?
Oh, that's easy. In episode 27, the Murmalair is invaded by the digging monsters of Bermuda, and they...
Never mind.
The digging monsters of Bermuda. Wow. Where are we, okay, so this is like a Patrick thing. And that's where I came from. Well, it made a noise, but it certainly did not do anything. I think that my viewership level is definitely capped by not having the webcam on. But I just don't want to have the webcam on today, you know? Just wasn't in the mood. Just didn't feel like it. And I think I'm gonna stream a lot more often if I don't have the webcam on. Ooh. Okay, there's a... So I can switch to Patrick now, but I don't know if that's like a wise thing to do. I get so confused by games where there's like multiple different directions you can go. SpongeBob can double jump, right? Yeah, he can. Or not double jump, but... Well, wall jump. I know he can double jump also.
Pretty cat.
Oh no! Well, I'm over here now, apparently. I don't even know how I got there. What a lucky duck.
For me to regain control of the security system, you need to press all the override buttons spread throughout the Murmalair. The first one is here.
Press the buttons! Got it!
When you have pressed them all, you should return here to press the master shutdown button.
I didn't know.
You will be rewarded.
Return here! Got it!
Are you listening to me?
Listening! Got it!
I didn't know SpongeBob could do that voice. I mean, I knew Tom Kenny could do that voice, but, that is, simply not equivalent. So I gotta push a bunch of buttons. That's what I gotta do.
Love opening presents.
Are we ready for me to push all the buttons? Tom Kenny can do any voice he wants. He can do Simon. He can do your mom. I'm very funny, I know. Wow.
For another fantastic day.
SpongeBob is a level of enthusiasm that I hope to gain at some point in my life. He can die. He can fall off a cliff and die. And then he will be revived and he says, I'm ready for a fantastic day. And let me tell you, I don't know if that would be my reaction if I just died and came back to life. I think I would be kind of in shock. and horrified, but I guess it's just a day in the life of SpongeBob SquarePants. Wow. This miraculous sponge boy. Just, he knows what's up, you know? Do I have to do it here? Wow. See, there we go. We're making progress. We can do anything if we believe. Whoa, okay. Wasn't expecting that per se. See, now it's kind of a ramp. Okay. I almost got it that time. Just gotta aim. This is what Clayton Kershaw has been getting up to for the past 20 years. I don't know why Clayton Kershaw was the only pitcher I could think of. I don't even like the Dodgers. Oh, where am I now? Wow. Okay, I see. Oh, I see. I see. Wow. That was kind of horrifying, honestly. So I have to take this at an angle here, right? I can't just bowl it because it's not on the ground. I have to somehow do it like this. Or I could do it. Maybe Patrick has to do it. Maybe that's what's going on here. I gotta switch into Patrick's pants. Into his role, you know?
I've got a job for somebody who can throw things.
I can't stand this fake mermaid man voice.
Leave it to us. I'm great.
All you have to do is pick up a throw fruit and throw it into each of those funnel machines.
It's just not good.
No!
Throw the tofu.
You might want to be quick about it.
Wow. Okay. I got it. Got it! We did it! Folks, this is what I'm talking about. We can do anything if we believe. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I know you.
You're that guy.
We're gonna need a lot more power to activate the hydroacoustic Doppler modulator. Do you think you can handle this?
I can see Squidward's house from up here.
Aren't they underground?
Pants.
Now listen up. There are 8 cylinders over there.
Patrick is not going to understand this.
If you throw something at the cylinders, it'll turn around to the power side. Turn all 8 cylinders.
I'm not
around
gonna
the power
understand
side,
it either,
I'll
I
give you
think.
a reward.
Sorry, what was that? Oh.
Just start.
I'm just not bright enough for it, unfortunately. Alright, so this is some kind of puzzle, I think. So there's a button over here that I assume does something. It resets everything, I guess. Okay. Oh, okay, I understand what's going on here now. It turns that one and the one next to it around. I got a strategy, I think. This might have been a bad strategy now that I think about it, actually. No, it was a good strategy. Look, I did it. No, I pushed the wrong one. I pushed the wrong button. Whoopsie daisy. Now I just gotta do one more throw. I got it. Do you see how powerful I am? Incredible. Now I just have to get out of here somehow. Probably not the right way to go. Oh, here we go. Distraction.
Ah, well done. Now there's enough.
What do you need all that?
Why, my foot bath, of course. Here, have a golden spatula.
His foot bath. That was a puzzle. It was a good puzzle. A very simple one, I might add.
I wonder what this does.
That I could have easily figured out in moments.
Oh.
Oh no! I am the most intelligent being in Bikini Bottom, for I have the knowledge of the outside world. I am a being from beyond space and time, from a world where your world is merely fiction. You could only hope to know the wisdom that I know from my world. Okay. Where do I have to go now? Did I do all the buttons? Did I push all the buttons? I think I might have pushed all the buttons. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Wow.
Ooh. Hey, my back feels better.
I gotta be SpongeBob, I think. I gotta go back to the bus and become SpongeBob. Because Patrick can't wall jump, I don't think. I can't wait to do the rock bottom level. It sounds immensely fun to me, because I love the rock bottom episode. It's not too hard to kill a guy like that. Killing a guy could not be easier.
Like a spring breeze.
How do I get up there? Now this is what I call tragic. I forgot how I got up there before. Must have been some kind of easy way. Why'd I just jump off a cliff? Whoa, I'm up here now. Cool, 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 cool. So I guess I did not complete all the completions I needed to complete. That's unfortunate. I assume that's where I gotta get. So there's probably one more button I gotta push somewhere. I'll push the buttons of my audience by being a failed entertainer. Tonight I am gonna watch my Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Cup final, which is a contrivance, I feel like. Strange little thing that they've suddenly decided should exist. You know, it's cool, I guess. Yeah, which is right. Jeez, SpongeBob. There we go. See, it's not all doom and gloom in the world of SpongeBob SquarePants. This little guy, he knows what's up sometimes. He knows how to live life to the fullest. You could learn a thing or two from SpongeBob SquarePants. Look at this guy flying around by the seat of his hat. I just killed him. Now, folks, I can't... See ya. Bye. I can't condone the killing of guys with cowboy hats and mustaches. I think that's against Twitch terms of service. But it will work out.
It shines.
We've almost pushed every button we need to push. There we go. Right wall jump activated. Oh no! Ah! Horrifying, horrifying. This is so scary.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
That was the scariest circumstance I've ever been in. Alright, well, I'm gonna be right back because I have to go to the bathroom. But I'll just be a moment here. Okay, I'm back. But I'm guessing there's no one here at this point. This is kind of what I thought was gonna happen. I was not really expecting this to be a very, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I was not expecting this to be a very, active stream, let's just say. And so as a result, it might not last very long. I might go for, I don't know, another half an hour. And if it doesn't get active again by then. What? I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. I guess this is probably where I'm supposed to go. Is he like sticking to it? Like he's sticky? Or what? It's kind of horrifying to imagine that SpongeBob would be oozing sticky stuff.
SpongeBob, press all of the security override buttons throughout.
Have I not pushed all of them? Where are the rest of them? Oh, man. Like over there, maybe? I'll try that, sure. I'll try over here. Never works. I don't like these things. They don't always seem to work when like they're supposed to. Let's see. Yeah, so checkpoint there. I got this guy. It's not too hard to beat him. Alright. Go back up there. There's gotta be a button to push somewhere, I think, right? Right. There's one right here. But if I take this ramp down, I'll just end up right back down there where I was. So that can't possibly be where I'm supposed to go, right? I don't know. Let me try it.
I love opening presents. Wooey! I feel like a new sponge. Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Okay, so I got a sock at least. That's a good collectible. I've got no idea where I'm supposed to go. What if I'm Patrick? Maybe I'll be Patrick. Nerf Patrick. Remember that, Gem?
Now, how to get some bath?
So I push that green button. Oh, I gotta push this at least, though, don't I? There we go. I got it! We did it! Alright, so now I gotta switch to Sponge Boy. There we go. Oh, and we had someone redeem Hydrate. At some point. I didn't notice when that happened. This minute, it says, so thank you. I will drink something. Maybe the blood of my enemies. I will have to see. I am stuck. This is a glitch. Nothing I push is escaping me from this. None of my powers will let me out of this. Huh. Well, what now? Huh? What now? Up juice. What about drinking the tears of my enemies, at least? That's a little more PC, right? I don't think I'm gonna get out of this. I'm stuck. I'm just stuck forever. What if I just keyboard mash here? This is impossible to escape. His eyes look happy, but in truth he is horrified. He is stuck in this manner for the rest of his life. He's frozen in midair. hoping for the sweet release of death that will come someday, but not today. I need to find some way to help him escape. I can also see the pain in his eyes. It is readily apparent that he is understanding his fate more and more as each moment passes. Oh. There's gotta be some way I can get him out of this. I just don't know how. This is the type of thing where when I was a child, if I played a game like this and I got stuck like this, I would never play the game again. Like, I would have no way to get out of it. And I would just, this is, I assume, how I have to do it. Is it gonna reset all the buttons I pushed? It better not.
No.
Okay. Well, it reset this one at the very least. Okay. I can live with that. I escaped. I am so powerful, I can escape even the clutches of purgatory. Name one other person that can escape purgatory as easily as I just did. I'll give you 3 seconds. I bet you can't do it. Did you do it? No, of course not. I am the, you know, that you look me up and you look up in the dictionary people who can escape purgatory, and I am the picture that they have there. Alright, let's see here. We beat the level. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck again, right? Can you imagine? The horror. There we go. He lived.
Press all.
I did! It told me that I did. No, I must have misunderstood. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's more. There's more! Ad time, yeah. The ads will never relent. Where? How do you get over there? Gotta be some way to get over there, right? I would presume.
You're
Can
my
he help me?
hero.
Hey, you're yellow. When did that happen?
Oh, the voice is just so bad. I just don't know where we could possibly, go that we haven't already gone here. Over there, maybe? I mean, I think that's where I came from, right? I guess I gotta get in a box. There's like a box somewhere. I'll have to be Patrick. And I'll have to get in a box, go over there, jump on that thing, and then maybe it'll take me somewhere I need to go. Right. I'm desperate at this point, but you know, desperation breeds innovation. I read that in a self-help book for Sigma males. Hello. Welcome, first-time chatter. I have no webcam on today because I'm self-conscious about myself. Isn't that relatable? I think, you know, anyone can really understand where I'm coming from. It's just, you know, we really do live in a world. Yeah, right? I'm banking on the self-conscious demographic. I know there's got to be like a whole market there. Normally I do have my webcam on, but I decided at some point recently that I don't have to do that every time. Sometimes I can just be a disembodied voice. Wow! Thank you for the follow. Just ignore the fact that it said you joined a cult. You did not join a cult. You just joined a fun little stream. That's all. SpongeBob is awesome, yeah. I've been kind of on a kick with it lately. I've been kind of on a SpongeBob grind. You know, it's been... Yeah, not that cult. That's definitely not the one that you're in. I would hope, at least. There's gotta be a box around here somewhere. I know you all love boxes. You know. Wow, that was... I killed Patrick Star. Wow, tragic. You really don't want to be the one that kills Patrick Star, do ya? There we go, now I'm over here. This is where I was trying to get anyway. Alright, let's see what happens if I do this. Oh! Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So that didn't really help me, like, at all, actually. I gotta push that button, though. And there's, like, another button that I gotta push to make it the button available to push the button, right? I wish there was a button I could push that would make it obvious where the button is that I have to push. This, the level design in this game reminds me a lot of Hi-Fi Rush. This game reminds me a lot of Hi-Fi Rush in general. Which, you know, Hi-Fi Rush is probably one of my favorite games.
Gary, I see you've made your way down to
Just,
the deepest recesses of the Mermalair.
Ooh, wow, how'd Gary get down here? Like, I don't know. Hi-Fi Rush is fun. I like it because of, like, the rhythm game element, but some of the level design in that game is just kind of exhausting. And I feel like this game is the same way.
How do I get to the top of this room?
Huh. Meow. Meow.
You're right. I bet those tunnels will take me up to the top. Good thinking, Gary.
Can SpongeBob actually understand Gary? Gary is just a snail. It's kind of like a cat, sort of, my understanding is. Watch this, watch this. Okay. Well, I gotta... Hold on, I gotta kill this guy first. Hold on one sec, I just gotta kill this guy. Oh, you betcha. Here, guy. Oh, yeah. There was an episode where SpongeBob became a snail. And there's also a, there was also a, you know, a Mandela effect thing with that. I remember that at the end of that episode, there was a horrific transformation sequence where Squidward also became a snail. But in the and a lot of people remember that. And then in the actual episode, there is no horrific transformation sequence. But a lot of people remember there being one, so what happened to it? And no one can seem to find any evidence that it ever existed. So it's thought to just have been a mass delusion. But I know what I saw.
Like the smell of bubbles in the morning.
Let me tell I know what I saw. I remember it.
Feel like a new sponge.
Wow. Wow. It didn't even shock me. Based? Based and sponge pilled.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
going up in the world. You played it on PS2? That's a long time ago. My dad had a PS2 when I was a kid. And the daycare that I went to as a kid had a PS2 also. I never had a PS2. But I was exposed to the PS2 a lot as a child. Because it was, of course, a very popular console. I gotta destroy this Doug Dimmadome one. But instead he destroyed me.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I was a fetus in the 90s, so I can't tell ya. Actually, I'm not even technically sure I was a fetus. I guess an embryo. 90s embryo is what I was. I was born in 2000, so. 1997 is not a 90s kid. 1997 is a 90s baby. And a 2000s kid. You can't have all the cultural experiences of the 90s as a 2-year-old. You did not have a 90s childhood, let me tell you. Oh, come on. All the way back down here? That's what if I just jump off a cliff? Is it gonna take me back to the top? It is. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Do I need to go up here now? Oh, see, this is horrible. I was raised. I consider myself. I'm kind of the opposite of you, right? Where we were only born 3 years apart, but I consider myself to be more of a 2010s kid. Because if I think about like, oh, what are my childhood things that I love? I think of like Adventure Time and Gravity Falls and, you know, like Regular Show and Total Drama, which was kind of more late 2000s. But like, you know, if I think of childhood things for me, I think of stuff from like the early 2010s or like the late 2000s. So I definitely wasn't a 90s kid, and if anything, I was more of a like 2010s kid.
I feel like a new sponge.
Flintstones was like the 60s. Flintstones was like a 60s thing, not the 90s.
Somehow I don't
The
think
live-action
that's the hand.
movie was in the 90s, which is it's a great movie. Wow, I died. Also, SpongeBob is not a 90s cartoon. SpongeBob is a 2000s cartoon. It premiered in 1999. The first half of the first season came out in 1999. But, you know, most of it came out in the 2000s. Most of the, like, prime of the show was in the early 2000s.
It shines.
So, I would say it's a 2000s. Rugrats, though, yes. Rugrats, though, is indeed the 90s.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Pokemon is a 90s thing, I would say. My dad is really into Pokemon. And when I was a kid, I thought that must mean that Pokemon was, like, from when he was a kid. And then I grew up and learned that it wasn't a thing until he was, like, 22 years old. And I thought, that's kind of weird. Why was he into Pokemon when it didn't become a thing until he was 22? And then by the time I got to the age of 22, I was like, oh, now I get it. Because if Nintendo came out with a new thing like that now, I would probably be into it.
I feel like a new sponge.
So it's like, I get it. I get why he is a Pokemon fan. Even if he was like a little old when it came out.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
1996, I think, was when Pokemon started. So yeah, my dad would have been 22 at the time. He does play Pokemon still. I think he's like mostly into Pokemon Go, because it's just kind of like easier on his lifestyle, you know, but I think he does play like the old Pokemon games still sometimes. I don't know if he plays the new ones. I know he has a Switch, but he's got like a hacked NES Classic or NES Mini or whatever it was called that has like every NES game ever on it, and also some like Sega Genesis games. And hooks up to NES controller. It's pretty cool.
Somehow I don't think he needs a hand.
There we go.
All you have to do is get that great big ball.
I don't know why I made that noise. All I have to
Into
do is
that
get
there
that great
cup.
big ball into the cup. Okay.
How do I get the ball rolling, Mr. Krabs?
I get it. That's a common expression.
You start the process by bubble bowling up this ramp to hit that button.
Okay, this could be fun.
Good luck, SpongeBob. My wallet's counting on you.
This could be entertaining. I could get behind this bowling plan.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning.
All
Smells
security override buttons pushed. Okay, so now it's... The ball is rolling. I don't like this Mr. Krabs either. How dare he have a different voice actor? I simply cannot handle it. I cannot. Okay, what's gonna happen when it reaches here? What? Ah. Failure has a name, and it's Ellers. Dun dun dun. I lost. Okay, let's take a look at this weird Rube Goldberg machine, right? There's some kind of hammer over here. Did I assume I have to push a button or something? Is it this button? Wow, this is kind of more difficult than I expected it to be. Okay, well that's done, I guess. Oh, but I'm gonna have to push it again. Apparently. This is gonna be tough. You ever try to fix a Rube Goldberg machine while it's already going? That's what I'm gonna have to do here, I guess. Is it like, do I have to do this? Nope, that doesn't seem quite right. I gotta get this thing to move somehow, though. Let's take a look around here. Let's just kind of get our sights and sounds figured out here. So I'm gonna need to push that, definitely. I'm certain of that. That makes sense. Don't hit me. This guy thinks he's just gonna hit me. So I don't know what that did. Probably something good. Oh, and then I have to tilt it. I have to do kind of a tilt machine here. Okay, and then I don't know what this does. All right, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. I'm still just not too sure about the.
I feel like a new sponge.
I'm just still not too sure about the hammer over here. Like this part over here, I don't know how to maneuver it. Could be. Oh. Could be anything, really. Okay, I'm gonna just try to do it again. See what happens. I'm sure it won't work out, but...
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning.
So that works
Smells
out.
like victory.
SpongeBob is going nuts here. Okay. Scoop successful. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, there we go. Oh, I was supposed to wait a lot longer to do that, huh?
You've just met the
It failed.
Spongeinator.
I failed. Failure has a name, and it's Ellers. I told you this. Today will be, as I mentioned, on my Discord server. Today will be a shortened stream. Because I am just returning just now. I have come back from the dead. And what you expect me to be. Wow, I did it. Scoop successful? Why did it do that? Okay, there we go. I gotta wait for it to roll a little bit. Can't do it too quickly. Can't do it too quickly, apparently. Alright, now maybe this will work. Okay. Okay, we're making progress here.
Oh, sparkly!
Oh! Wow. Wow, I got right to the last step and I failed it. You gotta be kidding me. I tried my best. Alright, let's do this again. I am probably only gonna stream for another half an hour or so. After that, I do want to watch the Bucks. They're probably gonna get beat in the NBA Cup thing. But we will see, I guess. They could win. Potentially. So we're just gonna wait a little bit here.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
Okay. We got this. I can pull this off, I think. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was tragic. Ah. Oh no. See, I keep doing it too soon, I think. Waited an awfully long time to do that. Alright. I think we'll get it this time. I do. Okay.
Just my size.
No! Oh. Try again, I guess. Can't believe this. This is just so evil. This level is fun, but it's not conducive to streaming with no one in the chat. Because I'm too focused on the game. I'm trying to time everything right. And then it's gonna wait like an eternity, and then it's gonna finally flip over, right? I can't do this too soon. Do you think I'll get it this time? I think it's implausible. I think it's impossible to beat this level. No, it's not, because we got so close that one time. Oh, come on. I'm getting sick of this. It was fun the first few times, but I keep failing, you know? Am I built different? I don't know how powerful I am. Do you think you could power scale me to SpongeBob?
victory.
Like, do you think I could beat SpongeBob in a fight if you properly power scaled us? I don't think so. And like, yeah, I know that he is like an inch tall. I know he's like a couple inches tall, but like, come on. Think of all the like wacky antics he's gotten up to and all the situations he's gotten himself out of. I really just, I don't think I would win in a fight. It's like Kirby, you know? Kirby's like an inch tall, but do you think I could beat Kirby in a fight? No. No, of course not. The power scaling is difficult to comprehend because SpongeBob is so cartoony, but that's the thing about it, right? Is that his powers are, you know, cartoon logic. He can take his limbs off. You know what he could do with those limbs that he takes off? All kinds of horrifying things. I'm just saying, I think the sponge who lives in a pineapple under the sea is more powerful than me. Strictly in a power scaling who would win sort of way. That is true, that is true. He cannot lift marshmallows. He can fight, he's okay at karate. He's better than it would seem at karate. But you know what? I also know a little karate from when I was in that daycare I mentioned earlier that had a PS2 in it. It was a karate daycare. It was a special daycare at a karate place. So, that's right, I know a thing or two. Boom! Did it! Am I as good as SpongeBob at karate? I don't know, but I've got the size advantage on him. Done. First try, yeah, let's go. I could totally speedrun that. Ads! Tragic. No one likes ads.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Okay, now we can go back. I was so concerned about the pushing the buttons. And as it turns out, I just had to keep going.
To regain control of the security system, you have pressed all the security buttons.
Nice!
Now press the master...
Okay. 26 golden spatulas. Alright! See, we're making progress. We've done a lot during this stream, I must say. We gotta go to the villain containment area.
The security system has been shut down, and we got a good checkup.
Hooray for justice in all its multi-splendored glory!
Oh, it's multi-splendid glory.
Boy, you also cut the power to the Mermalair's VCS. That's villain containment system.
His nose is
Does
so
mermaid
unsettling.
veins smell like sour milk?
Yes! Yes, I do!
Oh no. It looks like one of the villains is broken free.
What's that? An evildoer on the loose? Who is it? Man Ray? The atomic flounder? The dirty bubble?
No, worse than that. He's your archenemy. Prawn.
Ah, I get it.
Someone call? Oh, I thought maybe I was looking at superheroes. But now I see it's just a couple of pieces of gnarled driftwood.
Prawn! I'll never forgive you, you madman!
What did Prawn do?
The worst thing you can imagine. He put all of Mermaid Man's white clothes in the washer with a red sock.
Everything I own turned pink! Pink!
How horrible!
Wow, that is pretty horrible, actually.
Made you very pretty.
Is this a character that ever appeared in the show? Prawn? Is the joke just that he's Khan?
Some kind of mold?
I'm not mold, I'm a sponge. There's a cellular difference. A cellular difference?
Yeah, thanks for the lesson, Dr. Science.
Thanks for the lesson, Dr. Science. That's the best writing I've ever heard in my life. I envy the writers of Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Mermaid Man!
You don't have a secret identity, you old coot. Maybe you better take care of Prawn while I take care of this.
I shall avenge you, Mermaid Man.
Wow, oh, so it's a boss battle now, huh? That hurt. This guy just tried to hurt me. Oh, and he's really small, huh? I keep expecting the music to play like, do your ears hang low? Da 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 da. Got him. My shortest yeah boy ever. I didn't even say it. That's the joke. Okay, he's got 1 life left. Oh no. Too close. Too close for comfort. Too cold to hold. Oh no. Wow! I died myself. I died myself. You ever just accidentally die yourself? Like you die, not your hair, but you accidentally die like your tongue. And you're like, man, now my tongue is blue.
Smells like victory.
Wow, that's so quirky. That's like, extremely quirky. I have a lot of respect for people that are quirky just for the sake of being quirky. You know, other people try to tear them down. I think it's a beautiful thing. We need more whimsy in the world. That makes sense. Yeah. Regardless, we do need more whimsy in this sad, pathetic world. I am a big fan of whimsy and oh, he's frozen.
Oh, not again. This is not fair. I got a frozen wedgie for this. Is this the end of Prawn?
Prawn is safely locked away again.
Is this the end of Prawn?
Frankie,
My name's SpongeBob.
here. I found this in my sock drawer. Next to a bunch of pink socks. It's another golden spatula.
I really can't stand this Mermaid Man voice acting.
Shining example. Let goodness and kindness.
Are you still here?
It's, I don't complain too often about media. I think most things are good, you know? I think the default... A lot of people seem to think that the default for media is that it's bad, and that it needs to prove itself to be good. I think that the default is that everything is good, and it has to really make its case for me to suspect that it's bad, you know? Okay, where do I go now? And so, like, most of the time I'm pretty pleased by any game I play or any movie I watch, but just every once in a while I kind of just, like, I really go like, wow, this must be really bad if even I don't like it.
No time to talk, Gary. I'm on an important mission for Mermaid Man and
I just saw Kraven the Hunter in theaters a few days ago. And, like, yeah, it was bad. Like, it was not well made, but I was kind of like, yeah, I enjoyed that. I had fun watching it. I watched Madam Web before it in preparation. I knew there was no connection between the two, but I just really like these like Sony Spider-Man movies, because I think, you know, I watched Morbius years ago and I thought, this is just great. Like, I love Morbius. Morbius is not a good movie, but it is a movie that I love watching, is the thing. It's just so, like, nonsensical. And so I think that, you know, when they started releasing all these other ones, Madam Web and Kraven the Hunter, I was like, I love the idea of having more movies in the vein of Morbius, you know? And everyone else was like, oh, these are the worst, and they need to stop making these. But my fiance and I, we're like, we need more of them. These are the best, you know? Not because they're well made, but because they are immensely entertaining for all the wrong reasons, you know? I've seen Morbius over 15 times at this point. I think. It must be around that many. And I'm sure I will watch Kraven the Hunter even more times. Madam Web is also just so stupid in the same kind of way. In that way that I can really get behind, you know? You watch Morbius and Venom? Venom is a little different. I feel like Venom doesn't have quite the same, it's not quite the same level of like, I don't want to say bad. There's like a certain aura that the other SSU movies have. Like this certain like aura of that Morbius and Kraven the Hunter and Madam Web have. Like it's kind of a stylistic thing, I think. But that's what I like about those movies. It's like this weird like kind of vibe that they give off, and kind of where they're totally comfortable with just saying ridiculous things with no explanation, and then like just expecting the audience to go along with it even though it's stupid, you know? Like those movies do that a lot, and it's really it's really funny like every time it happens, and it makes them really rewatchable because you can just like, it's funny even on the 15th viewing, you know? There's a lot of like lines in the movies that are just these weird non sequiturs. Ooh, Rock Bottom.
Souvenir t-shirts.
I love deep sea creatures. Oh no. What? He peed. He peed on the ground. I don't know if that is Twitch safe.
SpongeBob, I'm actually glad you're here. Believe it or not.
I'm glad I'm here too, Mrs. Puff.
The robots have stolen priceless artwork from the museum. If
Wow.
you can return it all to me, I'll reward you with a
Why does Mrs.
golden
Puff want the
spatula.
artwork from the museum in Rock Bottom? What does she have to
Why
do
do
with
you want
that?
all that artwork?
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to.
Consider the artwork saved, Mrs. Puff.
Wow. She's a thief. She's a master criminal.
Too pretty. Cat.
But I guess that is implied in the show sometimes, isn't it? Wow, it's a good reference to the television program SpongeBob. Oh no. This is a sleepy time robot, okay. I gotta sneak, okay. Cool. She is the getaway driver, yeah. Master criminal.
Number 1.
Whatever happened to
Monster
Mr.
Hunt
Pop, huh?
3 years running. Thank you.
Whatever happened to your mom? I don't know. Okay, so there's a lot of sneaking that SpongeBob is gonna have to do down here in Rock Bottom. That makes sense to me. It is a very
Just my size.
sneaky
I feel like
place.
a new sponge.
Okay.
I gotta say, Bubble Buddy, for a bubble, you really get around.
SpongeBob, the robots are.
Bubble Buddy could not survive in Rock Bottom.
Leading up there. You'll have to be clever and
With all that
find another route
pressure?
to get in.
Are you kidding me?
What if I lick all these stamps and mail myself?
I don't know about that, SpongeBob.
But perhaps being sneaky would be faster.
You really want to do that with a privatized USPS? I don't know. Cool. Do you think Bikini Bottom uses the United States Postal Service? Cool. Bro is dead. I killed him. Murder is cool when it's in video games. But it's not cool in real life. That's what my caseworker keeps telling me. I love SpongeBob. I met SpongeBob once in a dream. But dreams are basically reality, if you think about it a certain way. And I choose to think about it a certain way. Because I am a genius. And I know that when I dream, it's like going to another reality, sort of.
Tartar sauce! The horror!
Every time I go to sleep, I create an entire universe in my head that is real and actually exists, and I go to it. And they are at, you know, the mercy of my action. And then when I wake up, I choose to destroy their reality. For the sake of my own. Let me tell ya.
Time for
I'm gonna
a
have
little
to
sleepy sneak. I feel like a new sponge.
Big fan of all the sneaking going around here.
Opening presents.
Oh. Pain. Okay. So I gotta go all the way back there now. That's kind of interesting. I can handle that. Sure. Sandy is, going to show up, I'm pretty sure, soon here. I can tell. I know. That's how powerful I am.
I feel like a new sponge.
Alright. We got all these squirrel, spinners around. You can swing off of, like your Tarzan. You know, I went to see Kraven the Hunter, and then I watched the Moist critical review of it, and I feel like he entirely misrepresented the film. There was, at one point, he he said he goes into the wilderness and he just becomes Tarzan. It's just Tarzan. And I was very confused when he said that, because I was like, that's not really, like, at all true. Like, when does he become Tarzan? Like, I don't think that's really, like, a thing that happens in the movie. Like, it's not... He doesn't become anything like Tarzan, I don't think. Like, yeah, he goes to, like, his, like, family's camping spot in Siberia, and he lives there. But he doesn't become, like, I feel like Tarzan, very specifically, is a guy who was, like, raised by the wilderness from a child, and he, like, doesn't know human contact and whatever. Whereas, like, Kraven the Hunter, in the movie Kraven the Hunter, is just a guy who, like, lives in a rural area. Like, he's not raised by creatures. He's just, like, someone who doesn't live near other people. I don't know what that has to do with Tarzan. I thought that was, like, a weird way of putting it. Wow. Killed me! Did you see that? Now that's unfortunate. You can't expect me to seriously, oops. And the real-life human hand got me. That's good. Oh, okay. Well, I'm here. Alright, how do I get out of this? There we go. And now I can become Sandy and swing around like Tarzan. That's why I was talking about Tarzan. I remember now.
Buzz off, you little pest. Someone better make good use of all these.
Oh,
Okay.
you're gonna put tartar sauce on a squirrel? Well, I mean, matter of fact, putting tartar sauce on a sponge is pretty weird. All right. Oh, I see. Well, I can destroy this thing at least.
Toasted Tiki Texas style. Not as good as
I did say I was gonna end the stream after 2 hours, and it is very dead right now. And it is 2 hours into the stream. So, I guess really kind of what I said was, that I would go until 7 p.m. my time, which is still 6 minutes away. Huh. There we go. I got up here. And I got a golden spatula. Got to the museum and such. How'd he get here? Oh.
Say, warn me if that sponge kid comes back again, okay?
Wow. What is Barnacle Boy doing in Rock Bottom? Ooh, I don't like these zappy things. Wow, that's clearly Squidward's art. It's pretty good. A lot of this is made by Squidward, actually. Wow. Ooh. That's not gonna be easy. I think it's time to end the stream for the day. Because I said this would be a 2-hour stream, and look at that. It's been 2 hours. So, tomorrow I will be streaming again at the same time. And probably going for longer. Well, actually not the same time, because I started late today on accident. I meant to start about an hour earlier than I actually did today. And I had anxiety, as it turns out. You know, happens sometimes to the best of us. Wow. Look at that. What a beautiful world we live in. Where we can destroy robots so easily. Thank you. Yeah, you can't even see me dab right now because I don't have the webcam on. That's unfortunate, but I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway for the sake of, you know, fulfilling the promise. And I will, you know, once again, stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time. Oh, can Sandy not, tiptoe? Is she not capable of tiptoeing? Is that something only SpongeBob can do? Okay, that works too, though. Professional integrity. Exactly, you get it. You get it. Professional integrity is important when you're a streamer. Even though I am an evil, evil, evil person. And I have committed, you know, many acts that go against international law and federal law. You know, I do try my best to be personable, you know. At the very least. Wow. I fell. I folded. Guess that's probably not what I'm supposed to do. Oh, now the reason I said I wanted to get done by 7 today was actually because there's a basketball game that I want to watch that is on at 7:30. And so it's more about that than the fact that I am sick of streaming.
This is where the real action is.
So I can go maybe a little bit longer. Okay. That's good. I did that. Can turn off some lasers here potentially. Oh, wow. I should have pushed the button. Wow. I don't even know what just happened.
Toasted Tiki Texas style.
That was definitely strange, and I don't know exactly what happened there. But I will take care of it. I can go another like 20 minutes at maximum. Maybe 25. I'll do a 2.5 hour. Let's just leave it at that. I'll go 25 more minutes. 24 more minutes. If you were a gamer, or as a gamer, sorry. This is more of a collect-a-thon. 29 of them. Oh. Oops. I really ought to be playing as SpongeBob right now. I think he's got more of the skill set that I need. Do you remember the Drawn to Life games? It's something that just really just popped into my head right now as like a thing that existed in the past. I loved the Drawn to Life games, and I think there was a SpongeBob Drawn to Life game, like a special SpongeBob one. And you know, that was where all the things in the game were drawn by you on your DS touchscreen. I wonder if I could find one of those games on eBay or something. I see. Okay, I can kill this guy. And I have. Good. Losers.
Okay, that's better. That's for messing with Texas.
She talks about Texas a lot. Even more than I talk about Wisconsin. And I talk about Wisconsin a lot, but she's really all about that Texas lifestyle. How did all of Squidward's artwork end up in Rock Bottom? Oh, there's
Good riddance.
There's Coral Street. Conch Street? I think it's Conch Street. But it's backwards.
Feeling refreshed.
Wow. It's too avant-garde, yeah. Maybe a little bit. You think they have an appreciation of that type of thing in rock bottom, and that's why...
Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick happy.
Okay, so I happen to know exactly where in the show this painting is from. That's from SpongeBob's library. On the in the background in SpongeBob's library, there's this painting, and then of course this is Bold and Brash. More like belongs in the trash. Wow. Whoa! Okay. That's pretty cool. I am not gonna let I am not gonna let the personal storm cloud that follows me around and rains on me constantly define my life and ruin my day. I'm gonna be happy despite the fact that I'm cursed with a personal storm cloud.
I love opening presents.
Why am I SpongeBob now? I didn't switch to being SpongeBob. That would be a good short film, I think. One where they're like...
You're on an awful long walk, aren't you?
Wow. Meow.
The trench of advanced darkness, huh? Sounds dark. Okay, Gary, I'll be extra careful.
Meow. Bold and brash, more like belongs in the trash. Ho 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 ho. That's what that guy sounded like. He really did. He did sound like that. It's true. Bold and brash denialism.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Oh, that's interesting. Am I supposed to be Sandy now? I don't know. I think Squidward is just a man before his time, you know? They don't understand him in the 21st century.
Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
But I guess they didn't understand him when he went to the future either. No, I'm not supposed to be Sandy. I'm supposed to be SpongeBob. Then why is that bus stop there? Great question, Ellers. I think this can be answered in a song, potentially. Maybe not. All right. Okay, that's good.
Roll the sponge.
Boundaries being broken down is always, you know, a good thing for the most part. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh gee. Gee willikers.
Time for a little sleepy sneak. Just met the Sponginator. Feel like a new sponge.
Alright. What are we gonna do here? Okay, so I would need to be Sandy. There's a bus stop there. But first I'm gonna go over here. And we were gonna... Yeah, Bikini Bottom doesn't have bike lanes, sure.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
I think the game is kind of glitching a little bit. need to use the bus stop.
Plankton, you best not be stirring up no trouble.
Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Help crush you all under my rise to power.
What was that?
Nothing. Say, see those lasers there?
You mean them things that look like fancy washing machines?
To your puny brain, I suppose. You'll need to turn on each one of those in order to cross the last part of the trench of advanced darkness.
Isn't Sandy an inventor? I think she knows what technology looks like, Plankton.
This better not be some kind of trick, varmint.
Is varmint like a slur in the world of SpongeBob? Cause like, you know, that's a word used to describe like small creatures. Like Sandy, potentially. You know? Wouldn't somebody call Sandy that? I'm just saying, I'm not, maybe I'm off base here. Oh, that was close. That was so close. Oh, I'm sure she probably can, yeah.
Someone better make good use of all these. Not as good as Texas barbecue sauce.
Oh, is she saying the tartar sauce is not as good as the barbecue sauce? Okay, I get it. I understand. I'm hip to the writing.
Feeling refreshed.
I understand the modern skibbity toilets and rizzes. I've heard of the Rizzler. I've been to Costco. I know what's going on in the modern world. I've watched Skibbity Toilet. I'm a fan of murder drones. I actually am, though. That wasn't a joke. Yeah, no, that's been true for me also, because I don't go on TikTok. The thing I don't like about TikTok, and it took me a while to, like, be able to put into words why I didn't like it, but eventually I figured out there's, like, a really simple way of putting it, right? Which is that on TikTok, you do not decide what you're watching, right? On YouTube, there's a screen, you scroll through and you look at, like, oh, there's a thumbnail. Do I want to watch this video? I can decide whether or not I want to based on the thumbnail, right? But on TikTok, for the most part, it's just like, you get the video. And you can say, like, okay, go to the next video or whatever. But regardless, I've been subjected to a moment of a video that I did not want to watch. And I have to filter through a dozen of these videos that I don't want to watch before I get to a single one that I find interesting. And why would I do that when I can just go on YouTube Shorts and scroll through ones that I think look interesting and pick one that I want to watch? I don't want to be subjected to videos I don't want to watch against my will, and that's why I don't like TikTok. Now, if it was, I think that's just the thing, is, like, that's why I can't get behind it. But I like YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't like other people telling me what to watch. I don't like the algorithm, like, because sometimes the YouTube algorithm will be like, hey, do you want to watch this? And I'll say, no, I don't. And then I won't click on it, and it'll leave me alone. But But TikTok is just relentless.
Ew. Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
Ah, that's pretty cool. I don't know where I'm supposed to go right now. Stop laughing at me. I don't appreciate it when these guys are laughing at me. I think I'm supposed to go over here.
Ew. Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
Yeah, it is weird that she's wearing SpongeBob's underwear, and they haven't offered quite enough of an adequate explanation for why she has decided to do that. Like, I get that that's how the health is represented in this game. I do think it was weird in the first place for them to do that. But, you know. Whatever. Welp, that just happened. Get a load of this guy.
Unless farm it.
Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering too. We are not given a visual on the square underwear on someone else. Patrick does, I think, say that the underwear don't fit him. Which I think, you know, explains, that to some extent. They just showed me a cutscene where there was some kind of, new platform that was unlocked. But I don't know where that new platform is. They did not make that immediately abundantly clear to me. There were a bunch of signs that said exit near it. There we go, over there. See? See, I get it. I'm smart sometimes. There is a golden spatula, like, right there. And I feel like it's a necessity for me to get it. Alright. Boom! Got it! Isn't that great? We're almost to the exit, too. Well, that was a failure on my part. Unfortunate, truly. Okay.
Well, that's all for Purdy. Buzz off, you little pests.
Alright. Now I can turn into SpongeBob and get back in that box and then sneak away. Right? That's how that works?
Time for a little sleepy sneak.
Alright. Oh, what? You can't do that to me.
Like a spring breeze.
You can't just respawn that guy. Alright, whatever. Did I land on something? What happened? Okay. Well, I'm not making the wisest decisions right now, let's just say. Those platforms will come back to me. I know it.
feel like a new sponge.
Alright, I'm not gonna bother with that guy.
Take that!
Oops. What? What just happened?
Go, SpongeBob. It's your birthday.
Oh, this game is kind of glitchy a little bit. You should see my face right now. I need to stop just jumping after that thing. I need to time it better. Stream will end in 4 minutes, by the way.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Okay, well I got the golden spatula, that's good. And now I can get out of here. Good for me. I think that is the proper time to end the stream. Because I want to watch that basketball game that I was talking about. I'm a little worried my team is gonna lose because they're probably a little outmatched here. But it is a special game, apparently. So, I think I am gonna end the stream. Back to main menu. So let's talk about the moral of the story today. You know, sometimes you live in a pineapple under the sea. And when that's the case, you know, you can be a joyous little guy. You know, you can be kind of like a little guy that is really enthusiastic and he's always ready for everything. That could be your life, you know? If you just let it happen, if you just, you know, grab destiny by the face, slap it across the face and say, hey, I'm a little sponge guy and I know what's up. I can be ready for the day, and anyway, that's all I have to say on the matter. Oh man, I don't know what that was. But thanks for watching. You know, I'm just stalling for time because I said it was going to be 2.5 hours long. And there's still like 2 minutes left before that's the case. And I just want to, you know, I want to be, you know, technically correct. The best kind of correct is technically correct. What is that from? That's from something. I stole that from something, but I don't remember what I stole it from. For like a movie or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things I watched recently that I would have stolen that from. Whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate that there were some people active in the chat, even though it was a pretty dead stream today. You know, I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be streaming at 4 p.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from now on. And I am also going to sometimes be doing a Sunday stream. The Sunday stream will be, of a different game or different thing than what I do during the weekdays. Next Sunday, I am going to be continuing One Shot. which I started playing several months ago before I stopped streaming for a long time. That was like late July, early August. I was doing one shot. It's been 4 months, 4.5 months since I was doing that. So I'm sure that the game is not going to be happy with me about that. But yep. So I'll be coming back to it, and then we'll be good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you guys.